Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Marina, I live in Helsinki and this is my little YouTube channel where I talk about my knitting and other crafts as well. This video is a video vlog, mostly about knitting, but today I also have some spinning. Yeah, let's jump into that. I am drinking energy drink. I've worked a morning shift, which I quite recently finished, and yeah, I need some boost. I don't we all sometimes. Yes, the weather today's Sunday at the end of August. It could be really cold in Finland at this time, but it's still really warm. It's like 24 degrees Celsius and it's a bit gloomy, but still really warm, and also the humidity is high. It has not rained, at least not yet, but it kind of seems that it might rain. I'm not complaining. I like warm weather, but also I think it kind of makes you think about the climate change. So it's a good thing, but it's a bit worrisome also. I don't know if you think about that. Okay, but let's talk about knitting. Yes, I'm knitting a warm sweater for my older brother, and I think I showed it in my last video, and I had started it, and here's where I'm now. I'm knitting it, I think, in 5.5 millimeter needles, and the yarn is Lettlopi. It is partly store-bought colors and partly something that I've dyed. This green, for example, here is something that I dyed, and I'm quite far away. When I started this, I just started it and I didn't have any measurements. Then I asked my brother could he measure his chest and the length from shoulder to hip, and it seemed that the shirt could be a little bit too tight. So I have plucked this vigorously as Catherine from Heather and Hop says sometimes. Yeah, I plucked this vigorously and I think it worked. I think I managed to get like almost even 10, maybe not that much, but that much, but like if it originally were somewhere here, I got like 5 centimeters more, so almost like 10 centimeters more to circumference, so I'm happy with that. I am going to knit this like closed. I'm going to stick open the armholes and then attach the sleeves. At the moment I am making it wider, and I think I'm going to do so until I hit the shoulder, so it's going to be a bit like a drop shoulder and then just straight sleeves. And I'm winging the patterning and color placement quite, yeah, I'm winging it. So yeah, but it looks nice so far and it should fit. Yeah, it's a nice project, but this is a lot to knit when the weather is 24 Celsius degrees and I don't have air conditioning, so it's quite warm here. Then I have a few scarves that I like to talk about, and I'm going to start with this one. It is quite small. this pattern is also winged, and now I cannot remember the color, well, the color either, but the yarn or my needle size. But it's really simple pattern, and I'm actually planning to make a free tutorial or pattern how to make this. Yeah, I think it's 100% merino wool, and it's superwash, so it's really stretchy. Don't really know what to say about it. Maybe the biggest news is that I kind of want to make a tutorial, and it's in making, but we shall see what's gonna happen with that. But I've knitted similar one before, and this spring it's here. It is knitted with I remember nothing. It's going to be on the screen. The yarn, it's Zauberball something. Really, I think springy colors. I really like this, and I think it took 2 skeins of this this green pink yarn. Then I ran out, of course, and I tried to buy more, but the store didn't have any, and it took a while that they came in the store again. So at that point I had made my decision to just put in something. And I think these 2 colors are also some Zauberball colorways, but from 2 different skeins. If I can, I will write on the screen what these yarns are. But yeah, this is basically same scarf, but with a smaller needle and thinner yarn than this. I try to show you, but these are so similar colors, they probably kind of blend in together. But yeah, I wanted some springy colored and also springy weight scarf back in spring, and this was my outtake on that, and I think I did a decent job, although I think this for some reason took forever to knit, and I'm not sure why. I think there is, in this colorway, there is like 600 meters of yarn. Okay, that's quite a lot, and plus whatever here is, so maybe 700 meters, maybe in total. Is that a lot? I guess. Anyway, a scarf, really nice scarf. And also I am making third one, more fall colored or autumn colored, and I am going to have to put everything on the screen once again. It is caked up, but I bought this on a skein, and I'm going to put the picture on the screen, and now you can be the judge. I think this is surprisingly dark when it's here in cake compared to what it looks like on skein. Maybe I'm just not good enough to tell, but I kind of thought that it would make more light colored, more pink, more yellow, but overall it kind of looks a bit brown. It's not bad, it's just different that I thought it would be. Now, here's the thing, it's the cable is a little bit short to show it, but yeah, it is started from the middle. Can I show this or not? Maybe not. You start it from here and knit a triangle like this, and then the wings are knitted separately, and there are yarn overs yeah, basically they are just yarn overs in the middle, in here, and these decorative lines or rows are also just yarn overs. It looks somehow a little bit lumpy in my opinion right here, but I believe it's going to look nice when it's done. And this is also going to be really stretchy, so I might block it to be even bigger. I do not own those cables that you can use in blocking, and I think they are meant especially for scarves that you can I don't know, somehow put it somewhere here and on the other edges, and then lay it down so that it stays in position, and then when it dries up, it looks better than yes. I don't have those. I have no idea if they are pricey or not. I kind of think they cannot be too pricey, but then again, who knows these things. Anyway, it's going to take some time that this is going to be ready, because I think there is, or the full skein was 800 meters, so that's a whole lot of yarn, and it is possible that this is not going to be done until the weather is too cold to wear this, but who knows that either, because it's still really warm. Yeah, those were kind of like a team, 3 same scarves. And then there is another team. There is my second Vertices Unite, which I knitted I think in January, so a bit, well, if it's long ago, maybe it is, maybe it's not, but here it is. However, it is quite big. I love the colors, and once again, information on the screen. It's a little bit wrinkly because I took this from there, from closet, and yeah. Now, why I'm a little bit iffy about this and why I haven't worn it too much is because the yarn is partly acrylic, so I think I can feel it, and not so much here. Well, I can feel it here also, but when I wear this, it is not breathable. Well, not like it's plastic all over, but something here kind of, I don't know, rubs me in the wrong way. I don't know, and I'm so sad because this is a big scarf. There is a lot of work in this, so as sad as it seems, I might gift this to someone, and I think I've made a decision that I kind of thought that I had made already, not to use acrylic anymore, but I think this is the final. Yeah, it's final. I'm not going to use it anymore because not good. I'm a little bit sad, but it's beautiful. I don't know, maybe I could think something. What else could I do with this? I'm not sure if is it too mumsy to wear it like this, although I'm kinda hoping, or well, what? Just a moment, where's my light? Yes, I am trying to save some money to get a loan to buy a house, and I would like to buy a real house, not an apartment, but real house somewhere in the woods of Finland. And yes, I have all sorts of why? Don't do this to me. Yes. Yes, I want to buy a house, and I want to have a balcony or terrace or whatever thing where I can spend time even though it's winter. So something where you need all your wools, and also Finnish summer is not always that warm, so sometimes nights and evenings can be a little chilly. So this could be something in some sort of basket or thing of warm stuff that I can borrow to my guests to wear when it's cold in my woodland house. Maybe that's not too bad idea, because if it's worn like this, I think the unbreathableness is not that big of a deal, and maybe it kind of could, I don't know, maybe I'm just trying to make it work. Okay, maybe I'm not yet gifting it away, but I'm not going to make or use, I'm not going to use acrylic anymore. Not good. At least not for garments. I think it has its place in other kinds of crafts, and yeah, but not in my knitting. Okay, but this is a segue to the thing that I want to make, third one. And I'm not sure, did I mention that I bought a spinning wheel this spring? I made a video about my spinning, and I can link it here if you want to watch that. But I'm not any kind of professional, well, of course, I'm not good. I'm something that hopefully can get reasonable at some day. However, I am spinning, I like it a lot, and I also bought a what's it called, blending board, with what you can blend wool, and then you can spin your own blend, and it's going to look magical. Really, it's quite a amazing tool, as simple as it is. So yeah, I've been mixing wool to make yarn to make Vertices Unite. Vertices Unite needs 5 different colors. I think that one of those has to be white, because it kind of complements the other colors. This is only my opinion, and this is something I want to do with my Vertices Unite. Yeah, so one of my colors is white, and it's here. Here's all my colors. So it's kind of natural white. I'm not sure how it's going to look, but it's natural white. I think I've spun fingering weight-ish yarn. I think they're quite cohesive in the yarn weight. Anyways, one is white and one is black with just a hint or just a little bit of orange silk. I mean, just so little amount, but I think it looks really nice. So it's black, but it kind of, I tried to match it a little bit with everything. Then I have orangey yellow. I don't know how to describe this. Maybe a bit like mustardy, but there is also black in this, just a little bit, so it's not completely orange or yellow. Then I made dark green, and there is, I think it's mostly black, and then there is really light green silk, and I think a little bit of green wool. I have those somewhere, I've written it down, but this is probably my favorite of these colors. I think this looks amazing, if I may say so myself. And then there's this one. It is also mostly black wool, but there is also kind of like almost magenta or not purple, but there's two different reds and a little bit of that orange silk, and I think it's the most interesting and fun and amazing and thrilling thing, that when you blend the wool with the blending bar and when you spin it, well, they literally blend into each other. Of course, it depends how you do your roll-legs and how you do your blending. But I've tried to make, well, just like this, like a subtle mixed yarn, and I think I nailed it. It's so pretty, at least in my opinion. I don't know if you spin, but, and yeah, I'm not sure how's the, well, it's going to be nice. Look at these colors. I'm not going to say that I don't know what it's going to look like. It's going to look like $1 million. Yes. And actually, here's my spinning wheel. It is Ashford Joy number 2. It has 2 treadles. It has built-in lacy kate, and I think the tensioning thing is Scotch tension. I think that is really easy to use, and I don't know what else to say. I'm really happy that I got it. That was all my knitting and spinning for today, and the rest is going to be a little chit chat and me talking a little bit about Finnish stereotypes. I'm going to knit also. So yes, chit chat. We were on the summer cabin again with my cats, and now they are vaccinated against rabies, because last time there was a bat. So yeah, that was interesting, but now they are vaccinated. My cats are now officially bat proof, so that's good. I was also fishing from a lake with the, what's it called? I fished, is that how you say it? I fished small fish and my cats ate them. Especially Frodo likes fish a lot. There is also a lot of birds in the woods and in the lake around the cabin. There are swans, and I'm going to have to check the names. I have no idea what Isokoskelo and Kaakkuri are, but they are there also. Also, we found from the shore the scissors of a crab. It's probably not called scissors, but anyway, the hand of the crab. And we thought, what in earth has done that? But my friend's parents said that it is probably, I don't know that animal's name, but water mammal. Yeah, we haven't seen any saukko there, but I suppose there is some. I don't know what else could eat crab, because I think they hang around quite deep in the bottom of the lake. So I don't think birds can get them. So yeah, anyway, that was interesting. And it was really nice to spend some time at the cabin. There is electricity but no running water, and it's really small cabin. It is built in 1970s or so, I think, but it is so lovely. And I think it is also really Finnish thing to go to a summer cabin to near forest and near lake and near nature, and I don't know, feel the connection with nature. Yeah, it's amazing. We also, or my friend took some pictures of me with all of my knitting, and yeah, really thankful of that. It was really nice because it takes time, and I understand that not everyone wants to take pictures like 2 hours or so. And I'm not the best model. I'm so awkward and so it's not good. I think there is of course something you can learn and something you can educate yourself into. I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure if I should, yeah, anyway, I'm not there yet. But we got some really beautiful photos. I'll add some. It was great. But now I'm back in town and I have to work. But at least I have my knitting, and at least there was no bats this time, and at least my cats got nice little nature experiences. They also, because they are barn cats originally, I got them when they were really small, but they were cubs of a barn cat. So I think they are still connected to that part of their heritage. Yeah, they also eat like little mouse. It's not mouse, but mouse kind little animal, and they spread this disease that is actually a bit dangerous and not nice. I'll try to put everything here, but anyway, it's good that cats eat myyriä. And I've read from somewhere that you can destroy myyräs with poison or repellent or something, but actually best myyräkarkote is cat. So yeah, it is not my cabin, it's my friends or their family cabin, so cats are very welcome there because they eat the möras away. Anyway, that was really lovely, and it was still really warm and nice and beautiful. We went swimming every morning. I'm not sure how cold or warm the water is, but it's not too cold. I actually have no idea how cold or what was the temperature. I want to say it's still something like 80 or 70, so I don't know. I should check. If I get that, if that's somewhere, I'll put it here also. It was not too bad. I think it's a lovely way to wake up, to go swim in the lake. I know the lady from Kammebornia, Swedish podcast. I can't remember her name, but I know she goes to swimming also in winter to sea, and that is something, and that is also something we Finns do. I've actually never swimmed in iced lake. I cannot get that word into my head also, but when the lake is anyway, I have not done that, but I kind of would like to. They say it's really healthy. It really boosts your aineenvaihdunta, and I think that's true. But now I think I'm bubbling a little bit, so yes. Finnish, I'm not sure if these are stereotypes. I googled stuff about Finns or Finland, and there's a few, and I thought, let's talk about them. Okay, the first one was that Finns drink a lot. And when I saw this online, this is how silly I am. I'm like, how can we drink a lot? Isn't that really funny thing to say about someone? What do you mean we drink a lot? And then I read on and, oh, you mean alcohol. Yes, we drink a lot of alcohol. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I don't know why. Is it because we are also quite depressed? That is also true. And I don't know, it's dark into winter, it's cold into winter. I don't know, it's not too far away when we had wars, when it was World War II, back in 40s. Wait, 39, and so in 39 we had winter war, and 40 to 45, no, or 41 to 45. It's gonna be on the screen. I'm not sure what's that in English, but anyway, another war, and I'm 37 years old. Both of my grandfathers have fought in those wars. Both of them survived. And my parents are their children, and they say that men came back traumatized, and we still carry that with us, because in the 50s it was rebuilding, and when the war was over, you were kind of forced to be happy. The complaining you couldn't complain. So a lot of people, men and women who had lived the war times, just stuffed everything in, and that's how they raised their children, whom are my parents. So there is a burden of not talking about your feelings, and it goes further and further, and they say that even my generation, and maybe even people younger than me, we have it still affects, and I think it's true. And now this was quite a long part of long story, but however, I think that might be one big reason of those high numbers of drinking, because addictions also it's partly genetic, but also I think it is that's how it goes, sadly, that if your parents were alcoholics, it is likely that you end up going the same path. Not always, of course, but it's not unusual. Yeah, so what was I talking about? Our drinking habits. Yeah, I think that affects. But I want to say we also drink a lot of coffee. If not most in the world, at least a lot. And I checked, in year 2019 we've drank almost 10 kilos per person per year, and that makes over 1,000 cups of coffee per year, I think. So yeah, that's a lot. I think that is also because it's dark, and it's not easy to be perky and whatnot when it's cold and dark and everything. So yeah, and there is interesting things in coffee culture in Finland that also I think goes back to war times, because when it was wartime, that I haven't lived, you couldn't get a lot coffee. Everything was säännöstelty. You only could get a bit of sugar and coffee and everything else. So coffee became really kind of not expensive but rare. And if someone offered that, do you want to have a cup of coffee, then you were offering your best. And I think that still lives, because if someone offers, do you want to have coffee, it is considered almost rude to say no. And yeah, also if you say if you don't drink coffee at all, that's really weird. That is considered really weird. I've only drank coffee like maybe 4 years, so I've lived the life of person in Finland who doesn't drink coffee, and I've been watched so like weirdly. And then if you don't drink coffee, they go, well, do you want tea? And if you don't drink tea either, you are like from another planet. You have to drink something, something else than water. So yeah, so I'm not sure if it's exactly rude to say no to offer of coffee, but it's kind of weird anyway. Or then you kind of have to have excuse, like I'm already drink like 5 cups today, I can't. That's good reason. That's something you can say. Yeah. Okay, let's jump into something a bit more happy. Finns are happiest in the world. Isn't that funny thing to talk about after all the previous stuff? But yeah, according to research, we are happiest in the world. And in Finland, I think the general opinion about this research or this thing is quite no one is saying like, yeah, of course, because this and that and that. The word happy is the key that is wrong there, because we are not exactly, yeah, how do you describe happy person? Happy person smiles and laughs and goes around and, I don't know, hugs people and probably talks a lot. None of that is a Finnish thing to do. So I suppose that's why it sounds so funny, and it should be not happiest, but most, I think, content with your life and your Finland. So yeah, that's accurate. That's accurate. We are content. But why is that? I'm not sure. This is safe country. Safe, beautiful. A lot of things are working. We have high taxes, yes, but we have a system that works. And a system that takes care of everybody. Although, of course, there is always complaint that there is some faults in the system, but of course, there is no perfect system, but I think it is quite good anyway. Yes, so are we happiest in the world? Like that laughy, huggy, talky thing? No. Are we okay with our Finland, our country, our lives? I suppose in general, yes. I would say yes. Then, Finns are depressed and do a lot of suicides. That's also true. The happiest nation in the world is also quite depressed and commits a lot of suicides. I think the reasons for those also go to the war times, at least some part. And I want to think the coldness and darkness has its role to play. But I'm not trying to be smart here. I have no idea why is that. I think we are also I think Finland and Japan are two countries that are the highest in suicidal rates. And think about Japan, that tranquility, nature, calmness, the politeness in the culture. It doesn't fit in the picture, and I'm not sure if this fits in the Finnish happiest people picture either, but it is what it is. Finns have a good education system. Yes, we do. Everything is free, from first grade to university. Everything is free. Food in schools, from first grade to 12th grade, school offers free food. So it's approximately when you are 18 years old and you finish your high school at age of 18. No fees for studying to be doctor or lawyer or engineer. It's free. You have to get in school, of course. You have to study to get there, but when you get there, there you are. There you are. Happy little student. Yes, there is free education, but nothing comes for free. There is no free lunch, someone said. So Finns have high taxes, or Finns pay high taxes. Yes, we do. I actually checked. If your salary is 3,500 euros, you are going to have to pay taxes and other payments like retirement stuff or those sorts of things. You have to pay 1,000 euros of taxes, so you will get something like 2,500 euros. Yeah, 1,000 euros goes for the greater good. And if your salary is 5,000 euros, you have to pay 1.7 euros taxes and other stuff. So you will get 3,300 euros. yeah, those are high taxes. Although you could think if you get 3,300 euros for your bank account every month, that is nice, isn't it? I think it's nice. I'm not making that much, not actually even close, but anyway. Everything is rather expensive here. So living is quite expensive, food is expensive, restaurants, entertainment, movies, cafeterians, everything is rather pricey. Yeah, so even if it's quite a lot of money, everything is quite expensive. Yeah, but that is also something I don't know. If you live with the thing, you do not consider it weird anymore, or at least not so much. I mean, what can you do if something is expensive? Yeah. Okay. Then they say Finns are quiet. That is probably true. Some also say Finns are shy, and that is not true. I don't think we are shy. We just do not care to speak to strangers that much, and especially not small talk, like not small talk, but if it's a real stuff or real things, then talking is okay. And even with your working mates, even with your friends, you can you can talk if there is something to talk about, but if there's not, like empty nonsense is not an option. It is better to just be quiet then. Yeah, and also if someone asks, I think usually if someone asks how are you, I wouldn't ask salesperson how are you, because I don't know him or her. I'm not interested how he or her is, so that is not a thing. I don't ask. So I only ask a person who I know, like family member, friend, working mate. And also if I ask, I also expect to get an answer. And also, if person answers something really short, like I'm okay, I'm good, that might be considered weird. And are you trying to hide something? That also, and especially if you know a person well, and he or her only says I'm good or I'm okay. I guess that's better. I'm okay. It's not telling anything. It's like, why? Yeah. And of course, you don't have to tell how are you doing. If you have stuff that you don't want to talk about, then of course do not talk about that. But I guess my point is that if someone asks how are you doing, the person genuinely wants to know how you are doing, not just something great, blah blah, something that's not true. They want to hear the real answer. And also you can say that everything sucks. My coffee ran out this morning and my cat puked and the car didn't something work. That's a proper answer. You don't have to feel good, or you don't have to be good. And you can be really honest about your how are yous. That's not English. Finns don't talk a lot with strangers, and I mean Finn and Finn who don't know each other, they don't talk with each other. That's just how it goes. Unless another person or another Finn, let's say he's he because it's easier, he wants to know where is the railway station, and he asks this dude, and he goes, "Hi, sorry, do you know where the railway station is?" And this dude is, "Ah, okay, it's there." And then you have to turn left. And they're like, "Okay, that's nice, good. Okay, have a nice day. You too, bye-bye." And both are really happy, but there has to be a real thing that they are talking about. Because if this dude goes to this dude like, "Hi, how are you?" It is considered completely, it's just weird. And it's what's the word? This dude should be really suspicious that what the hell is he thinking? Does he want to rob him? Is he drunk? Is he mental? Is everything okay with him? And also he might think maybe he's foreign, because it's so completely odd to go ask how are you for someone, or he wants something criminal advantage of him. It's that far. That's just how it goes. But there is exception, and that is if we win ice hockey world tournament. Yes, then you can talk to everyone, and everyone is your friend, and yeah, then you run out and hug people and high five them, and then you are so proud to be Finn. Yes, that happens. That happens. Okay, I think this is good. I think this is good. I'm going to end it here. If you have any thoughts, I would love to hear them. If you're Finn or not, everyone is welcome to comment. Okay, see you. Bye.